Hello, welcome to a new game called Minus 256, done by Corpsepickle, which is a United States developer. I think he's Korean because this game is translated in Korean and English. We're just going through what is the tidiest desktop I've ever seen in my life. Um, are you looking for topics these days from user 110? Take notice of that, user 110, and take notice of the date. So the date is back to front. It's the 18th of June 2023. You can see the difference. So each month we've pretty much got an email. Are you looking for topics these days? Then try this out. There was this cursed game that was circulating like a ghost story. I thought it was just a made up story, but I found out that there's actually someone who has that file. The person is trying to dispose of the whole laptop where it's installed, so I just went and got it. Haha. You've been looking for blogging topic lately, right? Maybe you can use this to write an interesting piece. So we're just downloading the attachment now of this cursed game. Is there no upcoming update? Your fan. I am always keeping an eye on your page, and I noticed that there haven't been many new posts lately. I'm just wondering if everything's okay and if there's anything going on. I thought I'd reach out and ask if you haven't stopped running the page yet. Can you see this email? If you can see this, buy the hot dog summoner now. From I'm Not an Ad. Yes. You get spam from an ad. And the digital mailbox is a scam, is an ad. And we're using digital mailbox. It's telling us to use Dolphin. Anyway, let's go click on this attachment we've downloaded. Here's a terms of service, which is gobbledygook, and we're going to hit this. So these are the settings, which is going to change the sound a little bit. Let's go back to Xe. So it's kind of like those creepypastas. Anyway, in a hazy feeling like wandering in a dream, all you could see were the endless series of doors. You never know the reason why these things exist here to such an extent. There was no need to hesitate which door to head for just by walking forward. The door passed through you. The last scenery you faced in this short synopsis was a quite unfamiliar hotel office. Leaving all the uncertainties behind, you have to perform significant or insignificant tasks from here on out. First of all, congratulations on being successfully hired here. Now let's try to go to work for real. Click the button below. This device may cause mild headaches. Please take deep rest, including sleep after use. We're going to try and connect. So you know those creepypastas where they say that if you look at an image or you press play on a videotape or whatever, you get sucked into the digital world. I want you to imagine for a moment that technology has advanced where your consciousness, your programming can be transferred into the digital world. And that is what's happening now. Not all of us. We've still got life support, and whatever program is used for life support, sitting at the desk in front of our computer, but the rest of us has now transferred into the game. And here we are in front of this pixelated manager who's asking, why are we so slow? Can we understand? What we don't know is this pixelated manager. Do you need me to explain it from the beginning? She seems okay, but she's actually quite evil. She's just done a memory wipe on us. We don't know that. We didn't transfer into this program here. We transferred to the program elsewhere. So we need to do these 3 tasks according to the game, and that's it. We're taking on the role of a hotel bot inside a virtual programming world now. She's saying, don't be like the other one. Don't step outside the bounds, because we're going to deal with the person, because we're new here. We're replacing the person who's just wandered off. That's what she's saying. And this is our first task. We need to go. So I'm just coming over here. This is the these are the controls. I tried to go to the door. She says you can't go there. That's for managers only. She's a manager. If you click on that picture, you'll get an achievement. I'll show you where all the achievements are. I'll go through this as quickly as I can. Gonna talk to this guy. You came early today, huh? Oh, it's a different bot. Did you get the clipboard with your work? You read it? I'm sure the first task is here. I want you to do it right now. There are reservation signs on the table over there. Please set up the table in there. Everything you need will be in the kitchen. So let's do that. We're going to go to the kitchen. Just going to... There we go. This guy never says anything. I want you to notice that there's a halo above all their heads as well. This is pretty cool. I love the graphics. The guy is so talented. How he's built a lore. He's done the sounds. He's done everything himself. This is a one-man job. This is part of the task. That one doesn't make any... Look at this. It's a living sushi. This is sort of like a tentacle sushi thing. Which will come across a transference representation later on. It's kind of like that. Feeling a bit overwhelmed by having us watch them. This one's saying, I wish I had the ability to taste the food. This one's saying he's the only one that cares about the hygiene of the place and being a virtual realm. So what we're going to do is... So this is where the elite come to... I guess this is a virtual hotel where people come, and we're hired to service the hotel. This is a fish tank, and you notice some of the sushi meat is in with the rubber ducks. You got the rubber ducks, and everyone's eating this meat. Okay, everyone. It's predominantly everywhere. It's like the tastiest thing in this world. So you count the tables, make sure you don't miss any. If you do miss one, you can always come back. So that's no biggie. But I for speed reasons, I want to get through this. Everything, there's a lot to go through. I'm trying my best to get through it all. Now you'll notice that no one's got any heads. Technically, they do have heads. We just can't see them, and they'll be explained soon. So they can see each other. It's just the staff can't see the people's heads at all. We can only see their bodies. And it's this originality of this developer that's blown me away in what they've created. This is just brilliant. The whole scenery. There's eye candy all over. The retro pixelated vibe. It's just beautiful. No assets, just created himself. So now we're going to do the final part of preparing the tables. And you'll notice that once we've done that, our first task will be clicked off. And it'll say, good job, you've done it. Now move on to your second task. You've got to complete the first task to be able to do the second task. There are 3 main tasks, and then there's like a bit of an ending with 3 tasks you need to do. Okay, so there you go, unlocked, and the second task is now unlocked. We're going to talk to this guy again. Hey, don't disturb the guests and go if you don't, if you've done your work or whatever. Yes. How groovy is this song? Okay. Time to get off work. Oh, it must be your first time here. All this staff is forced to shut down at the end of the day, and they wake up in the staff room the next day. It was hard to adjust at first, but it's okay now. They can't leave this place. They just get reset. That's important. The reason you can't see them is because it's only filtered to protect the customer privacy. So that's the reason why we can't see anyone's heads. The customers can see each other's heads, but we can't. It's a privacy thing. Now this one talks about class plus and the 5-digit floor and the number of staff. That's the clue for down in the basement, which we'll get to later. It was no joke yesterday. I've never experienced such a busy day. It was terrible. We even checked in the kitchen. That's nothing important. The lobby is pretty quiet today. By the way, what's wrong with the management team? They looked more hectic today. Management team, so there's more than one manager. Aren't you curious how I recognize you right now? You'll notice they all have halos above them. Part of that team. These guys have been here for a while. When someone calls me, I get in 1.1 seconds. 0.1 is my philosophy, trying to please people. This guy's trying to work out what on earth is wrong with that one. We'll go over there in a minute. The customer name checked in with 256 316. Oh, by the way, this game is free, so if you want to check it out, go for it. Let's go see the Jellyhead sort of musical band. They all do their own little moves. This one just sits down and then gets up and claps. This one does some boxing sort of thing. This one's doing, and this guy's saying, "I'm the 6th Jellyhead." He's so, he's so into the Jellyheads, and you notice they all have earpieces. Yeah, he's actually got better moves than me. I actually, pause it. That's cool. Where did you learn your dancing, Kisko? I learned it from this one. Okay, human spaghetti simulator. Okay, Diff Halo. Yep. Okay, and there's a blue duck. Okay, there's ducks all over the place here. It's got something going on with the ducks. Talk to this guy. This seat has a great view. Okay, whatever turns your fancy on, mate. Is this your first time here today? I am a dedicated bot for the concession stand. I've been working here for about 3 months since I was first activated, and I still don't know exactly what I sell. We can't eat anything. All these people have gone through memory wipes, so they've sort of like they now sort of identify with their online personality more than they've forgotten about their human bodies before they were transferred, and that could happen to us. But again, we're taking over someone who's just disappeared. This one also talks about being transferred into the digital medium. Not at the right spot to show you that. Welcome, we're glad you've come to visit the Bloodstained Gardens. Let me give you a brief explanation about this place. Bloodstained Garden is a facility that's replicated in an experimental chamber that once existed on planet Earth Sector 6. It has a nature of 50% and blood 51%. Blood needs to be cleared periodically from this garden. In fact, there are facilities that are opposite to this, and we believe that's called a grassy zoo. So in this garden, all the plants are alive. They're basically living with blood inside them. They're not plants as we know it. And we're just going to grab this little puppy dog thing. I'm just going to go over here and talk to this guy. This guy, they ran out of a tree. Something happened to a tree, so they told that guy, that bot, he needed to be a tree for the day. So they to dress up as a tree. You'll get an achievement if you talk to that guy too. Now what we need to do is we need to talk to him. We need to talk to this guy again, and you'll notice that their speeches change because they're reacting to the fact that I'm carrying around this blood glass dog. Someone going, "Oh, isn't he a kitty?" And someone going, "Get that thing away from me! What are you crazy?" So having mixed reactions. But the idea is you got to talk to all these different people carrying this thing around, and you'll get another achievement. So I wish. I'm just checking to see if these these things react to my dog. That would be cool if they reacted to the dog. There's quite a few different soundtracks too. You have to talk to the manager as well with the dog. What are you doing here with that? That's it. That's all she said. Got to talk to that guy's talking. That guy says the same thing. Oh, did you come? Hey there, head. Long time no see. So some of them changed. Some of them are the same. But once you've talked to them more, then you'll get the achievement. I've already got all the achievements. All the achievements are unlocked. So if you're an achievement hunter, you can get all the achievements. As I said, this game is free on Steam. It'll take you about 40 minutes to get through it, or it'll probably take you longer than that because if you don't know what you're doing. I've gone through the whole thing. This isn't a blind run, so I know what's going on. I'm talking over the top of this because ultimately they all pretty much say the same thing. I think this pretty much... That thing is biting. And one said, oh, you're getting blood all over the floor. I haven't looked at this yet. There's eye candy everywhere. Like, you can probably discover things all over the place, to be honest. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to press on the top of this thing and lap up all the blood that's been spilt around the ground and clean it all up. And this is what this machine does. Takes all the blood. And it's not real blood because we're in a digital world. The world doesn't really exist. We're just a virtual bot, I guess. This is the hardest, so I'm going to start on this one. You need to... sorry, just stuffed myself there. You need to grab all this stuff, just tap like crazy. That's all you can do. There's not really much else you can do. It's going to take a lot of tapping to get away with this thing. My hands are getting tired now. You can probably hear all the clicking I'm doing. Oh, man. Why did the developer put this part in? This is probably the part I hate the most. Nearly there. Come on. You can do it. Go, 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 go. Oh. I have muscles in my index now. And the rest are pretty easy. I didn't have to hardly click. Got one more off this, I think. Oh yeah, done. And one more. Just gonna go over here to show you. We can photo bomb ourselves. Look at the sky, space. Everything looks great. Look at this. Oh, I thought that. Wow, that's atmosphere. I love that. I don't know why. I just love that. It looks so exhilarating and creepy at the same time. Like, you know, the garden's creepy. It's, you know, they're growing all this matter using blood as a foundation, of course. And then there's this interesting, I think it's water, but they're sitting on top of it for some reason. Or maybe it's not water. There's blood syringes for some reason all around the place. Oh, and there's a duck with ice cream on top of its head there. I don't know what's going on there. You can see it's like fertilizer. Once you finish, the blood dog goes back to the normal place where he goes anyway. I know this doesn't... His job is to explain what the blood garden is every time he's saying, I know I don't need to explain it to you now. So now we've only got one more job to do, and we're going to go to the hotel. You'll see a lot of signs about we apologise for any first person service drops, frame rate drops, I guess. So there's this door will open. This is basically what a hotel room should look like, you know. And you need to compare that room to this room, which you need to grab the bin and sort that room out, because these guys over here in the corner are arguing with the bot about their room, and they don't like all the stuff that's in their room. It's been left out of the room. It's not a starting position. And these are the clues that you get about your jobs. This is only what you get, and you've got to somehow work out what those pictures mean. So here I'm showing you what you have to do. So let's start in the bathroom. First of all, there shouldn't be a dead fish in the bathroom. There shouldn't be a WD-40 in the bathroom either. Shouldn't be orange juice, and there shouldn't be a hammer. Definitely not. Shouldn't be some sort of voodoo doll, and there shouldn't be a flask of blood. Now, there's an achievement. There's a woman that comes up and down this aisleway, and if you stand in front of her and block her, you'll get an achievement. I think she's walking down now by the looks of it. That looks like her from a distance. Yeah, this is her. So if you just block it and stand in her way, you know, you're basically reminding her that there's more to life than looking at a computer-generated TV's like an iPhone or an iPad. Okay, so now we've finished the 3 jobs. We need to go back to the manager. Tell the manager that we finished our work, but we don't know what to do now. The store's we need to carpentry, I guess. Did you finish everything? Okay. Until your next task, go out and learn about the facility structure or something, or help other staff. Anyway, go out. So that's what we got to do. We got to go find another job. Now the job that we need to find is basically over here. This person needs to change from their shift, but to get replaced, they need to have someone else replace them in their shift because they've got to go elsewhere. So that's what we have to do. He thinks they've gone into the staff room. The only way we can go into the staff room is if we get a staff room key, so we need to go back to the manager. Now she's not expecting, she thinks she's done a complete memory swipe. She's not expecting that we still house some memories. Or that there's some complication where memories are starting to come back to some people. Bit of groovy. Okay. So this guy's just reading. Got to go to work, but you see I picked this diary up that was lying on the floor. Look at this page. He's been saying hi all day. I've done that before. A shift. I don't know. We don't know what causes some of the bots to return their memories also. Now all these lockers can be opened. There's only one locker which you really need to open, and it's this one. Just flip through all the post-it notes that you get. At the back of all the post-it notes is a diagram. Now most people don't understand the diagram. The diagram is of the keypad of the cloakroom where we spawn in, which is on the floor minus 256. Which is what the title of the whole game is about. It's about floor minus 256. Now we give the note that we just picked. We give to him the note, and he sends it to the management because this is weird. So he's reporting it, and this was found in somebody's locker. Okay, they've been writing post-it notes. Now the manager sees this note, and she freaks out because it's evidently of the keypad in the floor that only managers are to go. So she's gone down now to investigate, what's going on. But you'll notice she's eating that meat as well. And we can turn on her computer now. And her computer basically, she's user 1110. She's the user that sent us the message of the game. So she sent the game knowing that the game transfers our internal person through this transference doorway, and we go into the cloakroom. We get slipped into the cloak, and then somehow she brings us upstairs, performs a memory wipe on us, and then we become servants to this virtual hotel. Basically what's happening. This is some things that people miss. So there's 2 C's there. So the floor is minus 256. We're currently on minus 255. So we're just going down to the cloakroom, or the entry port room, where all the doorways are. Now we go on the right here. We're going to find a flashlight. We're going to pick that up first. Now what's interesting is we're going to come across a dead body, and that is of our digital manager that did the memory wipe on us. She's had her hand cut off. So whoever cut off her hand and used it on the door panel, like we're going to do, and then threw it away. They didn't need it after that. Now, the diagrammer has already highlighted all the fingerprints now for us that we found, that post-it note. So the person who has already just pressed that. So that person's locker that we saw is this person that we're coming across. So here we are at 000, which is the entry point. If we flick over one, we'll get a flick, and we're at 10. So that's basically how it works. Okay, the scanning device tells you where you are in this maze. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the first tile, which has the plus sign. That was what the clerk upstairs was saying. We're just going to, we're still in the 0, and we just have to wait here. Okay, what we're waiting for is basically a transference that's running around that's going to drop in. And they have a scary sound. They have a footsteps and everything, and we're going to have a flutter go past us. And it's really just the programming just flickering around without finding an avatar yet, basically. There we go. So that person's gone past. And this is the person who killed the manager. This is the person with the locker who's just opened the door. How do you get here? How's the situation upstairs? Is there still no major issues so far? Did you see the body at the entrance? It's just an avatar. The manager will log in with a different one soon. So that's why he had no problems killing, because he knew that it was only an avatar. You won't be safe if you find out you're here. Coming this far means you also regained your memory. When you first woke up in this world, you definitely woke up in this place. I'm on my way back to that point where I entered. I'm sure that's the doorway. The problem is that the structure here is so mysterious. I didn't think I'd get lost here. What I realized while I'm walking around for a while, the closer you get to the place, the more you feel focused, the more feeling you'll have. And that's your next clue how to get through the maze. So he killed the manager trying to get into this place because he wants to get out. He's had his memories returned to him, and he wants to get out, find the doorway, the entry doorway he was brought into. And that means finding basically your coat, your locker bag, your suit bag. If you find the suit bag, that's your suit bag, then you'll go back. And what he's saying is that these runes on the floor, when you step on them, your heart will start to flutter, and you'll feel it. You'll just feel it inside you when you're getting. Now, sometimes there's only whenever you. Okay, now we're feeling it. So it's this bag. You see the bag moving? That's our bag. That's our doorway. So just clicking on it, and now we're going back out of this mysterious virtual hotel world. We're fleeing it. Okay, now we're in the Matrix. We're in this transference doorway. This is how we were digitally transferred. We are now digital. We don't even have a body. Okay, our connection area at no point. So our body is still at the at the computer screen in our bedroom, and now the virtual bot is, back in the hotel, and we're in between. Our structure is in between. We haven't got our memories. Our memories are still back in the hotel when she did a memory wipe. Now we'll find out about that soon. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is a fascinating story for one person to come up with all these little intricate details. And there you see we're in we've been auto-saved, we're in our settings. This might look like God, it's not God. It's very rare for a human soul to visit this place while remaining conscious like this. This is only the second time this has happened. Oh, I see you've come from an unauthorized point. What kind of data did you... Is it okay for me just to send you back? It's too bright to look at you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been such a long time I've talked to a human being. I'll unlock your head. Well, I mean, the data is very different from the time of departure. It's much lighter now. Let me look it up. This data is most of the memories except the directly related to life support. You do, mind you, you've only got selected amount of memories anyway. So I'm going to claim I'm not human. I don't remember that. I'm a bot that worked at a hotel. No, you've got your starting point recorded in the human brain. Why do you think that you've never been a bot? Well, I think I know it roughly. This must have been an illegal transfer. What do you mean? Someone's illegally transferred me. It's an unauthorized abnormal access. Pardon? Are you confused? I think you'll need a moment to think. Please talk to me again when you're ready. There's the sandwiches in the rest area next door. So that's where we need to go. Now this is where the majority of the story is going to be released here. Not by the sandwich. This guy's saying he's not a sandwich. This one. Hotel. Are you the staff bot I saw in the basement? Yes. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here again. So this is the avatar looking for a body. I was trying to go back, but over here, someone I don't know said it's too late. So he's lost his body. My body is no longer connected. To be exact, my real body has already been declared brain dead. I guess I've been in that hotel for too long. It's so unfair. I don't want to die like this. What are you doing here? You must have had a problem too, right? Oh, memory. Your memories are likely still at the hotel. The manager seems to be holding all the staff's memories hostage. I'm sorry, I should have stopped you. But don't worry too much. You might also regain your memory someday, like me, right? How did you bring your memory? What are you going to do now? How did you bring back your memory? That white one explains everything. The white one. Let's say they... I think the manager has probably locked away the memory, making it unreachable. But I heard that the bot's body is not stable, so the lock is often released. I think the manager forces the staff to shut down every night. Do you know how forced shutdown works every day? Nope. Nah, let's just forget it. I don't want to talk about that. I once managed to avoid it somehow. As soon as the memories came flooding back, I immediately made an escape plan. Since I no longer exist in the real world, that white thing says I should just disappear here. I can never do that. I'll find a way to fight that thing here. Okay, so the manager didn't just do a memory wipe. She copied and has got all our memories hostage somewhere. And it seems she has a mental breakdown at some point, and it's enough, and her mental breakdown is enough for some of the memories to start flooding back into the different bots, which seems to be what's happening here. This thing just loops constantly. So now we're going to go back and talk to the white one. So where am I? That's what I want to know. Oh, I want to know. So I signed the consent form when I opened that package. When I clicked on that transfer thing, I signed the consent form, basically. Even though it was in gobbledygook that I couldn't remember. And he's saying, well, that's ancient language and I'm now bound to that. Or do you have any other questions? Where am I? This is the visualization area of the transfer terminal system. I'll be part of the system. I don't know exactly. This is an unknown phenomenon that conscious users experience in common when using this system. I won't tell you, it's too complicated. See how his tentacles? I'm wondering if his tentacles are a visualization of the transfer system that they're eating in the kitchen. That would be that's extremely deep if that's the case. And that's absolutely stuffed up. That's anyway, he's going to send us back, basically, is what the story is saying. If I've gone through this too quick and you're still trying to get your head around it like I am, you might want to play this game for yourself. It is free on Steam. The guy's done an awesome job. All the achievements unlock. The music's fantastic. Now, he's transferred me back, but here's the thing. I brought the filter with me. He's transferred the filter with me, and I can't see my own head. So I'm not back to normal like I was. And my memories are still in the hotel, wherever she's put them. So I want to connect back to the hotel, right? But I've been blocked. Who have I been blocked by? By the user 1110. Remember, she's not dead. Only the avatar died. She just sent me, why did you run away? She just sent me that message. Anyway, it's from Corpsepickle. That's basically everything. And as you can see, that was the terms of service I accidentally signed when I hit transfer. This was a fantastic game. It really blew me away, just from one guy, one developer, and he made it free. I hope if you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope I've done it some justice, presenting it in an interesting way. Until next time, bye for now.